Okay, y'all. So, first YouTube video, there's a slight shake to it. I'm trying to figure out what is wrong with the washing machine. Obviously, it is not supposed to be doing this. I've already bought new suspension rods and they've been put in. So, the actual vibration of the whole machine itself is actually way better than it was. I've already took this agitator apart, took the screw out, and got all the way down to the spanner nut, and it is a little corroded. I tried to get my husband to take it off so that I could look underneath to see if anything within that is broken or whatever have you. But I have not been able to do that yet because it was stuck and I needed to wash some clothes. So, but this, I have not found anything online. Those lights are actually not blinking. They just look like they are. But anyways, this is a Kenmore Series 100 HE washing machine. We've had it maybe 3.5 years, possibly 4. And I haven't had any issues at all whatsoever up until recently that I've noticed. I had to rig the machine. I had my husband take off that piece up there. All he did was unscrew it, stuck it here so I can see what's going on while it's washing. Simple fix. If anybody needs to know how to do that, there you go. Or you could just use a screwdriver or your finger from underneath. There's a little tab in there. You can watch what it's doing with it with the lid being up. So there's a way to wire it in the back to do that as well, but I wasn't monkeying with that. So anyways, okay, I'm going to stop talking a minute and let you listen. There is a slight hum as it's going, and then when it stops, it's going to start making like a real light tap. Although, I say that, I thought it was my hose. I was holding my hose back out of the way, but there was still a light tap. But I'm holding my hose. There's still a tap. I don't know if there's supposed to be that much movement as far as the tub goes. But as you can hear, I mean, it sounds like it's tapping the metal over here to the right, but I'm not exactly fully sure without taking the lid up, which I have done. I probably should have done that to watch this particular load go, but anyways, but I mean, I'm still having this issue. And if you listen, there's a light. It sounds like a salt shaker noise right now. It's really light though. That was my hose. So I have noticed that the agitator, now I'm going to touch it real quick. It is properly working. I've already checked the agitator dogs. I've checked the pieces that are in between this top agitator and the bottom. I've pulled it all the way out. I've cleaned it. Nothing looks unusual there. Everything there is working. But I have noticed that, like, after each wash, the agitator itself gets loose. Like, I keep having to open this cap. Make sure this is finished. It's finished. Okay. I keep having to open this cap, take that out, and retighten that bolt that is in there. Because, I don't know if I could do it with, yeah, you can see it. So, about every wash or two, this gets loose, and I have to retighten this bolt because it shakes so badly inside. So I don't know what's going on. I had thought that it may be the bearings, but like I said, I have not tore it fully apart because it's going to be little old me doing it. So I don't want to sit there and make it a huge project and fully break it apart and that not be the issue. So I figured Facebook didn't help much. I even asked a few people that work on machines. They weren't really sure what's wrong. I have checked the belt. I've lifted this machine up. It's actually pretty basic. Everything to run the machine is on the bottom of the tub. The motor, there's no springs or anything attached to this particular model. The only thing holding and balancing the drum are the 4 suspension rods in the corners. And like I said, those have been replaced and checked. And honestly, I don't even think the others... I mean, one of them might have been a little off before replacing, but I read to check this first before moving on. And I did. I bought them, replaced them, and it's still obviously doing this terrible mess. So, the only thing I know, like I said, would be maybe the bearings, or I'm just guessing here. Maybe y'all can tell me what you think. Or possibly something with the drive block is messed up. I mean, I saw the spanner nut and it looks fully intact. The little tabs that are in between the spanner nut, they don't look broke or warped in any way. It's just what's underneath the spanner nut. I don't know what it looks like or how it is because I could not get it off. So I'm going to take me some WD-40 and I'm going to try that. But before I do that, I figured I needed to know if this is like a bearing thing, because if it is, we're just going to have to roll with it and then get a new machine. So anyways, and I don't have it overloaded. I mean, as you can see, this is my daughter's toddler's clothes here, a couple blankets. I mean, I put it on heavy, warm. It even does this when the machine is empty. So it's not just with clothes. It does the same thing with, like I said, no clothes in there at all. Same thing each time. And it's only in the spin cycle. The wash, the drain, everything else is completely normal, works fine. Spin is obviously working. It's like super off balance. And I don't know why. I've checked the feet. We've leveled them. I've used actual level to make sure everything is level. It's A-okay to go. I've checked. What else did I check? I mentioned that I checked the belt. The belt's fine. I took it off. The pulley, I kind of shook it and made sure that it wasn't too loose. It's perfectly fine. As far as underneath goes, that's all that I actually checked. I have not took off the water pump or anything of the sort. Because like I said, I mean, it's draining fine. I don't know if that would have anything to do with the drain pump. And I know there's other few pieces under there, obviously the motor, so transmission. So yeah, here is, I already told you what the series was, but here is the model and serial number right there. It's probably a little blurry. Anyways, if anybody could be of help to me, that would be great, because